to the class. This is me, Deepa, your computer teacher. I hope you all are fine at your home. Let's start today's class. Before starting today's class, let's take a quick recap of the previous class.
Good morning everyone. As you know that our chapter MS PowerPoint is going on. So let's continue the chapter. First, we are going to revise how to open MS PowerPoint. Now I hope you all are aware about start button. To open any program, you all know that first we have to click on start button, then all programs. Now we want to open MS PowerPoint, so we have to click on Microsoft Office because PowerPoint is the family member of MS Office, and then click on Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. I hope all these things are clear to you. This is the PowerPoint window, and I told you that this is the slide. This slide is blank. These dotted lines are placeholders. These are the tabs, ribbon, quick access toolbar, control buttons, normal view, slide sorter view, reading view, and slideshow view. All these things we have done in our previous classes, and we have learned how to insert clip art from the clip art window. Whatever you want as a picture, you have to write in clip art window text box, and the picture will present on the screen on the current slide. And these are the borders. These borders we can apply on our clip art. Okay, all these things we have done in our previous class, and I told you how you can insert the animation in your selected picture. Animation is available in animation tab, as I told you, and as you click on animation tab, you will find the list of animation. You can select any animation for your picture like this. And then we learn how to change the design of the slide. To change the design of slide, you know that designs are available on design tab, so we have to click on design tab, and then we can change the design from here only, like this. You can see that our design are changed like this. And I told you how you can insert your new slide. New slide option is available on home tab. This is your new slide option, and then you can take any slide for the next one like this. Now you can see that a blank slide is inserted in our current presentation. Okay, all these things we have done in our previous classes, and in the last class we learned how to save our presentation. To save the presentation, we have to click on file menu. Save option is available in file menu, you know very well. So to save a file, we have to click on save button, and you know that the extension of PowerPoint is .ppt, but no need to write .ppt because extension is provided by the computer itself. So we have to write only the name of the file. Like this. Save. Now you can see that our file is saved with a particular name. Then I told you how you can make your copy of a particular file with the help of save as option. There is the difference between save and save as option. As I told you, if you are going to save your file in first time, then you will use save option. Okay, if any changes are there in your current file, it means this file any changes is there, you can use save button like this. If you want to change the name of the file, I mean to say that if you want a duplicate copy of your file, you have to choose save as option. Save as option will provide again the save as dialog box. Now you have to change the name of your slide like this. Now the file name is changed with P1, but we have both the files like computer and P1. Our previous file was computer and now the new one is P1. So we can get the copy of the particular file. Okay, all these things we have completed in the previous class, and you know that PowerPoint is a presentation program developed by Microsoft. It is the part of Microsoft Suite. We can insert audio, video, picture, clip art, animation, etc. and we can create a digital slide. And what is the shortcut key for the slideshow? F5. Okay, with the help of F5 key, you can start your slideshow, and from the slideshow tab, you can start your slideshow. But first, you have to insert some animation to your file. Okay, like this. Animations are available in animation tab, and now in full screen view, we have to click on slideshow button like this. Now you can see that your picture is on full mode. Okay, all these things we have done in our previous class. Today we will learn the formatting of the text. Today we will learn changing font properties of the text. Children, the text you type can be formatted in a number of ways to look attractive. Many types of fonts formatting like font type, style, size, color and effects can be applied. Okay, this is the text which I have written for you. This is only single line. On this line, I am going to apply all the formatting properties. First, select the text. This is the selection. Now you can easily aware how you can select the text with the help of mouse. You have to press your left mouse click and hold it till the end of the selection. Okay, what I did, press and hold the mouse button and drag it towards your right side. This is the selection. This gray area is denote that our text is selected. Okay, now this is B button. B button is used to bold the selected text as we did in our MS Word. The same thing we will do here. You can see that our text is bold. Okay, again selected, italic. Our text is italic. Some slant. Our text is in some slanting form. Then select the text and click on underline. Underline button. Underline button will provide underline below the selected text like this. To make a heading, we use bold and underline. Okay. Yes, these are the toggle buttons. The meaning of toggle button is that if you click on these buttons in one time, they will give the facility of a particular button. Okay. And again, click on it. They will off like this. Select it and click on it. Bold is removed from your selected text. Click on I. Italic is removed from your selected text and click on U. Underline will remove from the selected text like this. I hope everything is clear to you. Again, I am going to tell you, select the text. B button is used to bold the text and I is used to italic the text and U is used to provide underline below the selected text. Children, always remember that selection is very important to do any operation from the text. Now select the text again and this is the font style. The list of font style is here. You can choose any font style. Now we are going to change the size of our font. This is the font size. Children, all these things are same as we have done in our MS Word chapter. All the steps are same. Okay. Now you can see that our text is changed. Font is changed. Okay. Again, select the text and then choose the color from the color palette. Okay. Yes. Now this symbol is also used to increase the size of font and this symbol is used to decrease the size of font. With the help of these two symbols, you can increase and decrease the size of your selected text. Okay, and from this list is also used to increase and decrease the size of your font. Now new slide is here. I have prepared for you. This slide is related to computer book and this is the clip art for book. Okay, some information are there. You can write any information and you can change the style and color of this written text and you can format this picture also. Okay, as you click on this picture, you will find the format tab on the topmost bar like this and you can change the border of your text and you can change the color of your border from here. Okay, now you can see the change on the border. The color of the border is changed like this. These 8 handles means, you know very well, if these 8 handles are there on the picture or on the text or on the placeholder, it means that the picture or placeholder or text is selected. As I click on it, all the things are dimmed. They are grayed, and when I click on the picture, these are active. Now you can change the formatting of the text like this. As I told you, you can increase the size of your text. You can change the color of your text. You can resize the size of picture or the placeholder. Okay, and then what we have to do, we have to give the animation to each and particular object. Now we are going to give the animation to each and every one. So first what I have to do? I have to select the particular area on which I want to insert the animation. Click on it. First is our title, computer book. So I have to select it. You can see that 8 handles are there. It means my first placeholder is selected. Now move towards animation tab. Click on it and then select any animation from there. Again, the next placeholder. This is the turn of next placeholder. Take anyone. Okay. Next is the picture of books. This. Okay. Yes. Now we have given the animation to the whole slide. Now this is the turn to show the whole slide on the full screen. It means this is the turn for the slideshow on the full screen. So we have to move on slideshow, and from beginning, if you click on from current, then the slideshow will come only of this slide. From the beginning, slideshow will come from the first slide. So from beginning, this is our first slide without any animation or transition, and this is our next slide on which we have inserted our animation. First animation, second, and third. This is the end show. Now we are on our current slide. You can change the animation. Okay, take anyone from here and insert it. But just remember that selection is very important to give any animation to any object. Now move towards our today's classwork, chapter number 6, MS PowerPoint. Multiple choice questions. Our first question is, to insert a new slide, options are Control N, Control M and Control C. To insert a new slide, the shortcut key is Control M, because the Control N is the shortcut key of new and Control C is the shortcut key of copy. Second is, dash allows you to add a visual or sound effect to text in your slide. Animation, creation and design. So answer is animation. Animation tab will provide you the visual and sound effect to the text. Third is, dash is the extension of MS PowerPoint. Options are .ppt, B is .abc, C is .bmt. Correct answer is .ppt. Fourth is, PowerPoint is set to undo the last dash actions you have made. Answer is 20. Next question, answer the following. Question number 1, which software is used to create a multimedia slide? Answer is MS PowerPoint. The meaning of multimedia is that you can insert sound and text to your slide. Second question is, write the steps to create a new slide. Answer is, first click on new option. A new presentation dialog box will appear. Second is, choose blank option. And third is, finally click on create button. This is all about today's class. I hope you all enjoyed the class. If you have any problem, you can call me, and as you complete your work, please send it to me. Thank you.